I don't know what I'd call it, but like the basic name for it would just be video game day. Like you would have you just everybody gets a day off. Go and escape from reality for the day. Go play whatever video game you want. Start from the day before up into
You are on to something, my man. Let's go.
Yeah,
I love that holiday.
Video game day, like one day out of the year, it's a national holiday. We all take off, and if you don't want to spend it playing video games, then you can play board games. It doesn't have to be video games. It could be board games, video games. It could be just games that you play with a group of friends. Like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like
what would you call the holiday?
That's what I'm saying. Game day. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a good name for it. I gotta workshop it. Okay.
All right.
Give me ideas.
Workshop it.
Let me know. Welcome back to another episode of the Lizard Lounge Lore Podcast, everybody. I am your host today, Gino-san. That is with a zero, not a no. You can find me pretty much any other, TikTok, all those other social media places. I am joined by my esteemed co-hosty, Nanotech Rex.
What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome back for another episode. We got a stellar one for you guys. Got a couple topics to go over and a couple of questions.
Yes. All right, so
should I just kick us off here?
Yeah, go ahead.
From some rabbledy-babbledy?
Yeah, and I'll jump
I've been itching, man. I've been itching to go over this shit.
So we got some rabbledy-babbledy to start off with first because Tech has some stuff to talk about, and then we're going to jump into some kind of question stuff that I came up with for this week's podcast episode. So, Tech, let's go.
Yeah, thanks, Gino. So one of the things that jumped out to me, and I had to write it down because I wanted to talk to you about it, it just caught me so off guard. I was like, holy shit, that I just kind of put myself in the scenario too, and like, what would I do, how would I react, and wanted to see your thoughts as well.
Okay.
So I saw a tweet earlier this week or last week. A judge married for 52 years finds out kids aren't his.
52 years?
52 years finds out his kids aren't his.
I mean, I'd be pissing my wife, but at that point, my kids are my kids. I spent 50 years with you motherfuckers, like... Well, 50 years with the wife, and I guess in those 50 years, they were my kids. I'm assuming he's
married, and then however, how long they had the kids for, right?
So
see, that's what I was struggling with. Like, it's been so long. These are your kids. This is your wife. Like,
I'd be pissing my wife.
This is an old bastard, bro. 100%.
But
right?
I think the kids, I wouldn't see them any differently. They're my kids at that point. Like, I've raised you like mine. You are mine. At this point, you are mine. So. My wife, though.
The thing about the video.
Oh God.
In the video, you can he was talking shit about his kids, and you can just tell like in his eyes there was just full disappointment, almost like I raised these shitheads all my life just to get, disrespected and they never did anything with their life, and it was just like. Right then, immediately, he it looked like he disowned them almost immediately. I
knew those bastards weren't mine.
Yeah, like all their fuck ups, essentially everything that they've ever gone through, and you had to go through with them. Like it was like, well, fuck, it ain't even my problem anymore. These aren't even my fucking kids.
But I mean, that's the thing. When you raise a kid, not that I know, but I mean, you're raising another human being. You're gonna go through all these different kind of issues with a human being. Dude, you're literally raising a child, and through doesn't matter if they're 30, 40 years old, they're still going to be making mistakes, and you're still going to be they're going to be the ones you go to. Like, that's the job of the parent. Not the job, but it's like you're just literally helping somebody grow through life. So that's
what
kind
if
of
your kids disown you because you're not their father?
Well, then that's on them. If they want to disown me, I'm like, oh shit, dude, blame your fucking mom, dude. Like that wasn't me.
What if you still love your kids and they decided to disown you because you're not their father anymore?
Well, I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't love him after that.
Wouldn't that break you as a man, 100%.
That's why I would not love him.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's some fucked up shit, bro. That can really play with someone's life, man. And so, yeah, it just really stuck to me because I I just couldn't like fathom the idea of like finding out my kids weren't actually mine. Like they weren't blood related to me. Like it I don't know, man. It would.
I mean, it might be different if it's like a year or two in versus like, you know, a whole lifetime. Because a year or two
52
in,
years, that's it, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm telling you, this guy, he was done, bro. There's no way he's finding another. I don't know, maybe.
At that point, you just start looking at all your regrets.
You're not having your own kids anymore. You know, like you missed that opportunity. That shit's out the window.
What'd this guy do for a living? Did it say?
I don't know. It's just I think he was a lawyer. Oh,
Damn.
judge.
Oh yeah,
Judge married. Judge married 52 years. Yeah.
That motherfucker got money, bro. He's gonna go find himself
100%.
He's a pervy old man. He's a white guy. No, yeah, that's a pervy old man right there. He's gonna go do some fucking shit with his money. He's gonna get a divorce.
Fed up, bro. He looked like he was just like, it's some bullshit.
He's gonna go date one of his daughter's friends, bro. That's what he's gonna do.
No. Oh yeah, I don't know if he had daughters or sons, but yeah, I guess that could be something, huh?
Just to get back at them. Because he sounds like he already hated them anyways.
All those times I passed up on the situations where my daughter's friend wanted to fuck me, but I didn't do it because it was my daughter. And then he comes to find out it's not even his fucking kids, dude. Not that those situations ever come up. That shit's like straight up porno. Like that shit doesn't happen.
No, it's funny because I was actually thinking of like he was like, oh, I should have sent their ass to jail. Like, for whatever reason, they ended up going to court and he's the judge. And he's like, you're my fucking kid, so we're going to get your ass home. But it's like, he's like, I should have sent their ass to jail. Like, fuck
that's what I was thinking about, bro. Too. All those times I bailed y'all ass out.
Yeah, because I'm a judge.
No more. I ain't your daddy anymore. I don't know, man. Such crazy. Yeah. Such
I feel
crazy
like
roller coaster.
I can't ever just like judge or assume, but I feel like those kids would definitely live that privileged life to where they'd be doing dumb shit, and they're just like, well, my dad will get me out of this. Like, he's a judge.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, for real. Some heavy privilege right there.
I mean, I shouldn't assume that because there are
end,
hopefully some decent people out there, but
sure.
I mean, I think we've talked about it more times than not. I
think it's just human nature just to go the other way.
Take advantage of that shit. Yeah, it's just
yeah.
Or you just don't know any differently because that's what you grew up with. So
100%. But I think he ended the video talking about he was already filing divorce papers and shit. And I was like, damn.
He was a judge. He put that shit through the next day.
He called his person and he said, file this shit right now. No fuckery.
Damn.
All right, well, moving on.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty interesting to talk about, and I want to see how you'd react to it.
Yeah,
but,
I
think you're right, man. On some level, I think you just want to keep going with life. I think at this point, it's
52
over.
years, yeah. Me and my wife, the wife has a different story, but the kids, yeah. As long as they're not...
If you love your wife...
I don't even know about that, bro. If you kept that secret for 52 years...
You wouldn't be able to love her anymore.
I don't think I'd ever love her the same, bro. Like...
Yeah.
That's something you kept from me for 52 years. Like, we were supposed to be in this together. And I get we have been, but if you lied about that, what else did you lie about? You know what I mean? Like, that just starts sending you down a path of doubt.
Bottom line, it's over, right?
100%. No doubt in my mind.
There's no way making that work, right?
Dude, especially if I'm a judge. I'm putting that shit, I'm putting my stamp on that shit that day myself. We're divorced. I'm a judge. Mm-hmm. It's already happened.
You're gone. I'm out of here.
Yeah, we're done.
The fucking kids aren't mine?
The kids, though. As long as they don't... But I don't know. I'd be pissed. See, like, when you said if the kids disowned you... Nah, you know what? We've been talking about this too much.
I mean, shit. That's what I'm saying, dude. Heavy topic, bro.
Well, because here's my thinking. Like you said, if the kids were like, oh, I'm going to disown you. Like, dude, if they disown me because something that she did, like... It's like I had no involvement in, and you're gonna disown me. Like that's what I'd be. Yeah, I'd definitely be broken for sure. Dude. But dude, I'd be pissed because I'd be like, "What the fuck did I do? I didn't even know. I found out when you found out." Like
they just shunned you out, and never spoke to you again, dude.
I'd be 2 years broken,
down the drain, bro.
I'd take my judge money and I'd buy an island somewhere and just live on my own and like not even fucking. I'd probably just rot out there and die on the fucking island. Like, well said. Some shit like that.
Well said. Grow a gnarly beard, right?
Yeah. That's probably what I'd do. Okay.
Speaking of island,
Oh shit!
next topic kind of segues really good
Dang,
into
that's
it.
crazy. How did I do that? I don't even know these topics, dude. Like,
Next topic. We were kind of already talking about it. I think I shared a video, or we were watching the video when I went up to Dallas. But there was something that came across my feed, and I was just thinking about it. You know where I work, we deal with product that's 60 feet long or longer, right?
yeah.
And so I have a good scale, good size of an idea of like how long things are because of that reason alone. And people were just talking about a 25-foot crocodile. And so I thought that was just worthy of
What the
talking about for a
fuck?
second. Pay respects to my croc gods out there.
That's basically a
And,
dinosaur, bro.
That's what I'm saying, dude. 25
That's
feet.
basically a
Holy
dinosaur.
shit. If you do not understand how big that is, go and measure some. Just go pull 25 feet and just imagine a crocodile swimming up to you.
Well, 25
Holy
feet of
shit,
what?
dude. Hey, that thing long, ain't it? No. Pull full crocodile.
Pause. You said crocodile?
Pause. Crocodile. Jail. Not the 25 footer.
Okay, it's funny. I saw a TikTok the other day. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. I don't know if I sent it to you or not, but it was like, I don't know if it was alligator or crocodile, but that motherfucker was up in the air, like his snout out, and he did like a snap, and then he was like
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
growling, dude. That shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's
imagine.
a mating call.
And then, it was a mating call?
Yeah, that's what they do for a mating call. It's to let other crocodiles or alligators around you know, or around them know that they're looking to breed.
Damn.
And it's like their way of showing their size and shit. It's also like territorial, like type of behavior.
A territorial. There's probably those motherfuckers walked
Dude,
up
they
with a camera. They're like,
so fucking sweet, bro.
I mean, it's
However,
cool.
if I was in the midst of darkness and I heard that shit,
I think there's some
dude.
kind of monster out there, bro.
As a
like,
defense mechanism, I'm shitting my pants, hoping that deters them, bro. Like,
I smell like shit. Don't eat me.
I think that's one of my biggest fears, dude. Fucking
Being eaten alive
by a crocodile. And the thing is, I'm not gonna get
specifically.
eaten, dude. Alligators I've heard are more docile, more afraid of you, and they really won't attack. It's very rare that they'll attack.
Are the crocodile ones will do the? Are they the
are
ones that do the
aggressive,
barrel
dude.
roll, or is it both?
They
of
all
them?
do barrel rolls. They all do
Okay.
barrel rolls. They all just have that in them.
Do a
But
barrel roll.
crocodiles, dude. Do
Yeah.
barrel.
They got that
I'll
barrel
do it,
roll in
bro.
them. They got that barrel roll in them.
They got that barrel roll in them. No, but the crocodiles, they're aggressive, dude. They will attack you. Like, they will go out of their way and attack you. They're violent.
Damn. Yeah, that's
so,
just
like,
a dinosaur, bro.
they're-
That's just a dinosaur.
I love him, but I'm also like afraid
Terrified
of
him.
Fucking terrified of him, dude. Holy shit, dude.
It's Godzilla's cousin, bro.
I think that's why I love him so much too, because like they're the closest thing.
I think it's funny how like Godzilla's design is based off of like cats too. That it's like it's really funny. Well, I guess not all of them, but like specifically
Minus
what is
one,
it,
right? Like that motherfucker is very cat-like.
That one for sure, and then I think it's the 90. Is it the 94 or 84? I don't remember which one it is, but there's another version that's like the ears just kind of give it away. It's like the
Give
way
it away.
is,
Oh yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
You're
it's
right.
a different
You're right.
era of the Godzilla films.
I think it was
but
the
yeah.
74 Godzilla.
Maybe
Something
the
like
74. Yeah. The
Yeah.
show.
No, you're right. The design show or Heisei.
Heisei, yeah,
Heisei.
the Heisei one.
Heisei.
Yeah.
Heisei Husei.
So I think it might be the Heisei one. Heisei Husei.
Heisei Husei.
What else you got for
But yeah, I
us?
thought
man?
I'd talk about that crocodile for a bit. 25 feet. If you don't know how long that is or how big that is, go look it up.
That's a giant
you'd be
dinosaur.
surprised. You'd just be surprised how big these motherfuckers can get, and just knowing the scale,
There's
thinking
one
about these
bigger out
things.
there?
Oh my god. They say 25 feet is the biggest they've ever found.
Damn.
Bigger, I think so. I'm pretty sure there's areas on this earth that we've never gone and discovered, and I'm pretty sure there's a fucker out there that's maybe 30 feet, 35 feet.
Remember that video you showed me of the fucking
Oh.
snake in the water that
Yes,
they found?
I did want to talk about that for a little quick. That was how long? What, 25 feet as well?
No, I think it was longer, bro, because they said it was like the longest, like,
Oh, it said it's
anaconda.
26 feet. 26 or 7 feet, something like that, right?
Dude, it was, yeah, I don't remember the exact. I just remember it was just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Okay, so I saw that guy post again,
Uh-huh.
and then he said for comparison, he was 6'5". He's not a little guy, dude. He's six
Damn.
foot five, swimming next to that thing, bro. He looks like he's almost 5'8". Almost, my size kind of thing. No, dude, this guy's a tall, big motherfucker. You see him swimming next to this fucking snake, and he looks so small, dude, compared to it. And the fucking head is insane, bro. It looks like, I don't know, dude. It's just massive.
That
bro. It's
motherfucker
like
just swallow
big
him
as
and just
this,
eat him,
dude.
like. Because you know how
The
they just
cameraman,
unhinge-
dude, he was literally
you know how they
right
just
next to that
unhinge their
fucker, bro.
jaws and just fucking, they can just swallow that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, they'll fucking get your ass, dude. Yeah, they'll swallow you whole.
No, the
bro.
thing that was most
Remember
scary
that?
was that it was just in the water, bro. Like that shit was in the
Swimming around,
water.
yeah.
Like it's like, yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
down here hanging out. It's like, what the fuck you mean you hanging out down here, bro? Like
They were talking about that specific boa had been undiscovered because I think they like live underwater. Like that's how they. That's
what
where
if
they
there's
just,
like tunnel
operate in.
systems that have a bunch of water? They just have these massive fucking snakes. But I mean, imagine that was just a baby, bro. Like, what if there's one that's like
Oh.
75 feet that's kind of like in an
For
underground
real,
cavern
right?
or some shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
dude,
yeah,
that'd be
I
insane.
agree, dude. I think there's areas out there that we haven't been able to explore or discover, and there's creatures that we can't fathom, dude. And they're just insane. But yeah,
It's terrifying, dude, to be honest.
yeah.
I kind of want to have. I kind of want it to be like true, though. You know what I mean? I want to see like,
I would also like to see these creatures firsthand. Like I'm terrified, but
ooh,
I would pay good money to see these creatures.
I'd pay good money.
100%, bro. Man, I've seen a crocodile before, like in an aquarium. Hell yeah, that shit was fucking badass, dude. You just basking.
I guess if it's something like that, but if it's like a monstrous
sun.
creature, that's like, you know, that's like keeping King Kong in a cage, and then everybody goes to see him, and he breaks out. It's like, nah, I'm
I
not
think the
going to
one-
that, dude. Like,
I think the one we saw was like 10, 12 feet. So it wasn't too big, but it was, I mean, 10, 12 feet still.
that's fucking
Decent
big,
size.
dude. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's big.
10 feet, 12,
But-
12 feet, bro. I mean, that's you're talking like ceiling height almost, like not ceiling, but
Yeah,
well,
dude,
yeah,
holy
actually,
shit,
like
bro.
ceiling height. Dude. I mean, I'm
I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it,
yeah,
dude.
dude, that shit's a
Fuck,
wild,
bro. Oh, it's crazy. All right, so something else I wanted to talk about that caught my interest. Don't know if this came across your feed,
Maybe,
but people were talking about the Titanic.
I've not been on my phone enough lately. I say
And
enough, but
people were speculating that, or people have been speculating that the Titanic was sunk on purpose to kill prominent leaders that were pushing against central banking. So people who thought central banking was a bad idea, a bad system, and we really shouldn't like explore, you know, the practice of it. You know, they were essentially all on this boat for whatever reason, and people are like theorizing, or like, you know, fucking, what do you call it?
conspiracy.
Conspiracy. Jesus, thank you.
They're
Conspirizing that they sunk the Titanic on purpose to kill these guys, and so they could have, like, you know, a stronghold on the banking system. And so I thought that was an interesting take. I don't know if you ever heard of anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like up there. But here's also my thinking is that, for one, what did these people do for a living? Because just boarding
I
the
guess they're all bankers.
okay, well, but they were going against the no, not the people that are going against it, but like the people who were like conspiring against the not conspiring, but like trying to go
That's the
against the
thing.
banks. Like they were bankers.
I think they were all bankers, but the bankers on the boat had a better idea on how to go about it versus the guys who set up the banking system.
or a more
now.
humane way to go about it,
A more humane way to go about it. Yeah,
like a more fair way to go about it.
Right.
Okay. I guess.
Or maybe yeah. I
So
guess
my
essentially
thinking-
against the idea of central banking.
My thinking though is like it's shit. Well, back then, what other big things were there for the? Well, you know that were like, oh, dude, all these rich people can go and do this because I feel like back then something like the Titanic would anybody who has money is like, ooh, I gotta go try this. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta go check this out. Oh, I gotta look at this. We gotta go on this. Especially something as crazy as like the Titanic. So it could just be because I mean, dude, how do you? What did they fucking move a goddamn iceberg with a fucking satellite in the system? Like, how did they cause it to crash? I mean, I guess there's a possible way they could have like knew some shit. I don't even know if they would have known what was going to happen. I just think it was just they got lucky and they were like, bro, this is a sign. We got to fucking take over the system and it's going to go the way we want it because these motherfuckers who had this idea of doing it a fair way.
There could have been a couple of things.
Because I'm trying to see, how do you actually sink a ship like that? Especially that biggest ship that's ever been in history or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know all the details on it or whatever, but you know, it's this big, massive ship that no one's ever, you know, like all these people started going on because they want to check it out. How do you sink that shit and make it look like it's a fucking iceberg that did it? Especially with the, you know, back then. I mean, maybe you can have, without having the military get involved. And even then, like, if you have the military involved, I feel like.
Yeah, it sounds like it was, if it was to happen, I think it'd be a big operation. Like, you'd have to have multiple people involved, you know?
Yeah, but I also wouldn't put it past people because, dude, greed does crazy things to people. And that's exactly why the world
it. I was like, yeah, I could see that.
Now is because of how many greedy people are in fucking charge. Like, just look at all the old fucking people that are in, you know, fucking politicians and shit, dude. They're all fucking corrupt. They're taking money from corporations, and these corporations are getting away with all kinds of crazy shit. Whether people want to fucking
all these sketchy laws being put into place.
And the thing is, like, everybody knows about this shit now, and nothing is still being done about it. Like, people talk about it on the daily, the regular. Like, these kind of talks happen about like how these people are taking money from corporations. These corporations are doing shady shit, and it's just like. Everybody knows, but nothing is being done. How do you stop this? How do you just like put an end to that? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah,
it's above my pay grade.
You're right, because it's tough. Like, how do you combat like the power, right? And right now, like
money is
the power. Yeah, and unfortunately, like they've got a good chunk of it. And
what was the main topic of this? What was the Titanic.
The central banking system and how it's, you know, put certain people in power, and you know how it was a conspiracy theory that
I mean, dude, it's not like
the Titanic was sunk.
It's also not like the government's bailed out the banks in the past. So I mean, could just be a favorite thing, and they're like, "Got you, don't worry about it. Hey, we'll take out these leaders for you." Titanic done.
What you mean? You mean they're gonna fuck with my cash inflow? No.
We're going to send a site iceberg. Yes. Send the iceberg.
No, what I think could have happened was like they got bad orders or bad direction, and like the boat steered in a certain way where it shouldn't have.
Do you think they could have?
And
ooh, I like that theory. Do you think they could have had somebody on the inside that was willing to sacrifice themselves to, or they said, no, we'll get you out. Don't worry, you'll be a survivor.
So I think
you'll be a survivor.
He may have had a way out. Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I think there's ways they could have done it. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, they give them wrong.
Sending the icebergs a big stretch, but it's still doable.
Send the icebergs.
Send the bergs. Go get them, bergs. Get the icebergs.
Get the
icebergs. Oh shit! But
that's a good
this
one.
next one. I don't know if I even want to talk about it.
Do it. You're already talking about it. Yeah, you're already talking about it. Let's go.
Billionaires visually. I don't even know what that means.
Oh, dude. Visually, this blew my fucking mind, dude. Because I mean, not that it never did blow my mind, but like, dude, it blew my mind. Just because it's like when you start putting into perspective how much a billionaire is worth. Like, I mean, we had this conversation. You're right. It's kind of like, bro, that's. What did we say? It's 100 million? No, 100. Yeah, 100 million. Like,
yeah.
And what is 1 million is
100 millions, and 1 million is just hard enough to fathom.
And there's billionaires out there, bro. And there's people.
Dude, I can't think about this again, bro.
Here's the thing. Like, people are trickling into trillionaires, dude. Like, there's like no one's there yet, but like, there's people getting close to hitting a trillion.
No, yeah. When you read me the Google fact of how as of now there hasn't been any trillionaires, but in a couple of years, it is theorized that we could see our first.
Trillion.
And I was just like,
that motherfucker needs to be killed.
Fucking shot, man. Who do you think is gonna be Jeff Bezos?
I don't know. Whoever it is, they got a fucking target on their back and on their head because nobody should have that kind of money, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm putting it there. I'm just saying, like, it's there. I mean, there's probably billionaires that target on their back right now, anyway. So
that's just ridiculous, bro. It's
like the amount of billionaires,
dude.
Yeah.
What?
Honestly, I'm getting mad talking about it. What's the next topic? Because I think we could actually make this a whole like episode, like talking about billionaires and like trillionaires.
Probably.
Like, I think we could actually make it a full ass episode.
It's just ridiculous how much people can make or how much people can gather.
It's how much people
own
own
right
right
now,
$1
billion
dude. Like,
dollars,
and there's
dude.
multiple people that have $1 billion, dude.
What?
It's not even just one person that's like, oh, I got $1 billion. It's like there's multiple motherfuckers.
We said it said it
there
was like a small percentage, but even that small percentage was like still 3,000 people.
Yeah, it was like 3,000
right?
Because we had what? It was
that's
8
ridiculous, bro.
8 million people or 800 something. I don't know. I can't remember the population, but yeah, it was almost like the smallest percentage was still like 3,000 people, and it's like those 3,000 people hold the wealth of the fucking world. Like
it's ridiculous, y'all. It's getting out of hand.
It's been out of hand.
We
gotta take them out, huh? Just kidding.
We gotta get him on the Titanic.
I like that. What's the next
one? But this next one's probably not gonna make you feel any better. But
okay.
I just thought this was crazy. So 2 cops respond to like an intruder alert, a home intruder alert. And it honestly kind of like wrote it down because I remember kind of doing the same thing, and I got a story for it after I kind of share the rest of this. But
okay.
2 female cops light up resident after responding to a home intruder alert. So like they get to the apartment, they already kind of have their guns drawn out, and before the person could even answer the door, bro, they just start lighting it up, and they somehow the girl, I mean the female on the other side, she doesn't get hit. The girl walking up to the door, though, she did have a gun, and like she was like, you know, like armed and shit like that. But I think she had it like lawfully. But the whole thing was that like the cops got called because they saw them breaking into their own apartment because they didn't have their key. So like somebody saw them do that, called the cops thinking they were breaking in, and then the cops showed up thinking they were responding to like a home intruder alert. So bad recipe for the situation, right?
Yeah, but like as a cop, dude, oh my God, you should not just shoot.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Why is your first thought to like run up and like light it up, dude? And honestly, my experience is probably gonna speak to how much, you know, law enforcement has changed from then to now, dude.
Okay, I'm curious to hear your story. Like, I want to know what it is.
So one time I came home from school. It was about 3:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, from school. So I was like, what?
But
high school. So I was about 16 or 17. 16 or 17. So what? That's about give it 16 years ago, you know? So what is that? 2014. So
I mean, it's got to be like 2008, 2009, yeah.
2008, 2009, give or take, right? So give it a 2008, 2009 time frame. But I forgot my key. Same thing. I didn't have a way inside, and I remembered, oh fuck, my window's open. Slide it up, get inside. I'm good. And so I'm just chilling, eating some food, watching TV, and then I hear this loud ass knock on my door, and And then I'm like, what the fuck? So I like get up, go check the peephole. It's the fucking cops. And then I'm like, oh shit. So I open the door. I'm kind of like timid. I'm like, what's going on? And then the guy's like looking at me. His gun isn't like unholstered, but his hand is like
He has
on
his
his
hand
hip.
right there.
He has his hand like ready to like draw if he needs to. But he doesn't have his gun out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have his gun out. And maybe it's the fact that whoever called the cops maybe gave him a description like, hey, I think we just saw a kid go into an apartment unit and like, you know, we think he's breaking in or some shit. And maybe that's the only reason why they weren't so like, you know, gung ho about going in there and just lighting it up or whatever.
Even as a cop, like you shooting a kid, that's still gonna look really bad on you. You know
Sure,
what I mean?
sure. But
So
I don't
get
know.
that.
I don't know if that's how they got that description. You know what? I'm
True.
just assuming at this
Yeah,
point.
it could have just been somebody saying, "Hey, somebody just broke into this apartment."
Yeah. And so, like, you know, he was like, hey, well, we got to call somebody breaking in. And I kind of explained the whole situation. And then he was like, well, can you help me confirm that somehow? And I was like, well, let me call my mom and she'll let you know that I live here, you know? And sure enough, called my mom, she gave him the address and told him my name and I had school ID and all that shit. And they're like, all right, cool, whatever. And it's like, hey, we'll just, you know, just heads up, be careful. People may be watching. They called the cops because they thought you were breaking in or whatever. And I was like, yeah, that's my bad. You know, I forgot my key or whatever. They went on their way, right? Yeah. They didn't do anything. They just said, be careful, whatever. And so, yeah, so that was it, right? But, like...
I mean, it's still a huge difference from today compared to back then because you could have been...
It's a fine line on
been
both
shot,
sides.
Dude. Like, you could have been, like, shot.
I could have been shot for sure.
But, I mean...
I think in this day and age, I may have
You would have been,
shot,
yeah.
honestly.
Nowadays, you would have been shot. You probably would have been shot.
I think I would have been in a situation where my doors would have been filled with bullet holes.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, honestly, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, it's such a sensitive, like, time right now where cops are so on their toes about these type of situations. And, like, that's what I'm saying. Maybe the type of phone calls that they get, like, depending on, like, the color of our skin.
When everything is going on with, like, the cops, especially nowadays, when cops are, like, the way they're perceived, like, why are you more trigger happy now than anything? Like, why is your reaction to be like, well, I need to be trigger happy then? It's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Well, I think...
Like, you should... read the room, bro. Read the room, like...
I think the vibe that I pick up from law enforcement across the nation is that, like, nobody's on their side.
Except for the government.
And then from that vibe alone, though, that, like, I feel like they're, like, you know, for like the safety of their life is like they feel like it's more in jeopardy because of that vibe alone. You know what I mean?
But it's not.
And like they're going into situations. I'm not saying that that's right. I'm just saying that's the kind of vibe that they're going into situations. And you're seeing it. They're going into a situation that may just be a standard situation for them. And yeah, and they're lighting a fucking door up because like it's nobody's business, bro. She lit up the door, reloaded her gun, and then lit up the door again. Dude, I'm telling you, it was an unnecessary emptiness of mag, dude. It was nuts. It was nuts. And dude, even with the guy with the acorn, you see that video?
Oh,
the cop in the acorn?
I didn't see it, but I heard about it. Like an acorn dropped, and that motherfucker started shooting right because he thought he was getting shot at.
Holy shit, dude. Bro, the acorn drops, and this guy does the crappiest barrel roll you'll ever fucking see. And then he says... gun, gun, gun. And then he starts lighting up the patrol car, and they have somebody in custody who they had searched prior and didn't have any kind of weapons on when they put him in the fucking car. But this guy was convinced somehow because of that fucking acorn that he was getting shot at. And then he starts lighting up the vehicle. He tells his partner what happened, and the vehicle and the partner just automatically starts lighting up the car too, bro. No questions. She's like, let's go. We're going to light this fucking car up. And this is like, holy shit, dude. And that's what I'm saying, bro. I feel like law enforcement across the nation is just on their toes, and right now it's, if you're not, right up here, you're having a hard time discerning situations and when you have to take things too far,
We're starting to see that.
I think for people it's just the extreme all the time, 100%.
I think we're starting to see like how many people are in law enforcement that should not be in there. Like, why do you have these trigger happy motherfuckers in law enforcement? These should not be the people who are to protect and serve. No, these are motherfuckers who just want to have the ability to do shit that they should not be. I mean, they just want that power.
Well, the job has to be honest, man. Like law enforcement has to be honest, and like that's where it starts. And like I think they know they're not that, and that's why they're struggling right now to keep law and order, because we've got this janky ass laws in place and that they have to enforce. And then sometimes they get in situations where it may cost them their lives. And why the fuck would they want to do that? And the first thing they want to do is protect themselves. And then what happens? Somebody on the other end dies for it, dude. And it's fucking crazy, bro. Law enforcement is such in a weird spot right now. And that's why I kind of wrote it down, because it's just like, it's getting out of hand, dude. It's getting crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a lot of good
and
things
like
to say about it.
We need law enforcement. Like, dude, like there can't be people running around on the streets just doing whatever the fuck they want out there. Like, we need this shit, you know?
To a point.
On the other hand,
I don't think it needs to be militaristic.
We don't need these fuckers. Yeah, we don't need these fuckers breathing down our necks, and also being, you know, gun or trigger happy because, you know, they either they get away with it, or because like they're just in you know, and scared of their life because of what's going on in the world right now. I mean,
dude, me and you've been in a situation where the only reason we were able to get out of it is because we stroked an ego. You know, it's like, there's no fucking reason that should have happened the way it did. But it was just like...
That's what I'm saying. Like, the position has to be honest, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, the system has to be honest. And, like, that's the people we need in our justice system, and not these fucking... I mean, you know, egotistical assholes, bro.
You know, in that same vein, it needs to be
that shit needs to get checked somehow.
The politician, like it goes up levels, like not even just starting there, like it goes up so many levels. I mean, and I'm not talking like politicians, like big like, you know, Congress. I'm talking like even from state, you know, city. Like there's so many politicians that are probably skeevy and doing the most skeeviest shit right now just because they can get money about it, because they're, oh, I'm a mayor of a city. You know, I mean, you hear about fucking... That's why it's like kind of a running joke in a sense that like mayors get away with all kinds of shit because I'm the mayor of the city, and it's just like, you know, it's I don't know. That's just what it is, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, I saw that clip and I was just like, this is nuts, man. This is insane.
That one gets me heated.
Thought I'd talk about it for a little bit. This next one's not gonna put us in a better state of mind.
Oh god, that's okay. I love going to dark places.
It's because it's something we love, and people just love ruining shit.
Oh no.
I don't know if you heard or saw any of the Godzilla leaks, but
they leaked it. There. Okay, I'm kind of glad I haven't been on my phone lately then, because that's good that I've not seen any Godzilla leaks. Like, that's some bullshit.
I need to honestly stay more vigilant, because I've already seen some stuff that I wish I didn't see, and it was fucking Facebook of all places.
Facebook?
Yeah, I just saw some images, but that was it. I didn't see clips or anything like that, but the images look legit, and I think when I go watch the movie, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that shit was real. But yeah, there's leaks out there, dude. Fuckers, like, bro, I heard that fuckers released the whole movie, and it was out there for like hours before it was taken down. So I'm sure like the movie's circulating around online somewhere.
How do you think like they get leaked? You think somebody's hacking into the system, or do you think somebody from inside's leaking it out? I mean, I guess it can happen either way.
It's Godzilla, man. It makes sense. He's too big to be contained, you know? Like for Mars to roll around and then get released, that Big G don't work like that, man.
All right. So what do you have to say about the people who were kind of pissed that he's like pink in this one? Like, oh, why does he have pink spikes?
I don't give a shit what they say. He looks fucking rad, dude.
Bro, I think he looks so fucking awesome with his pink like spikes. Yeah. It just looks cool. His
I don't think they understand it's the next power level.
Oh, dude, it's so. Oh,
and I'm just like,
hey, don't spoil anything from these leaks you've seen over here. All right.
Oh no. I mean.
I mean.
I won't speak about it, but they did look cool.
I can't wait to see this movie though.
Me too. I mean, it kind of hyped me up a little bit.
I mean, that's also the thing, though. We've been dealing with dude since like Endgame. Remember Endgame? When the leaks came out for Endgame, bro. Like,
yeah,
I didn't want to know anything about it. And David was talking, dude, and he was right about one of them, bro. Like, he was 100% right about
the Hulk
Captain
one, right?
America. No, well, that one and the Captain America one too. I didn't, because I was like, no, I don't want to hear. I just remember him talking about like Captain America and saying like, hey,
what'd he say?
Him picking up the hammer and shit, dude. Like,
oh,
And I remember he had talked about that, and I was like, no.
I remember him saying that the Hulk was wearing the gauntlet with the stones on it, and I was like, okay. And then I seen it, I was like, oh shit, they were real. Yeah. Man, what do you think happened to the people who leaked that shit, dude?
Oh, they're dead. Feige killed them. Oh, yeah.
No. 1 penny. 2
yeah, what is it? One
shot, penny,
one dime,
penny
one
shot? 1 dime? I don't know.
Nickel.
We'll find it later.
Fuck it, kill him. Oh, yeah.
Kill him.
Censor that out because YouTube won't allow that.
Well, if you haven't seen the leaks, stay off the internet.
Okay,
leaks are out there.
We'll try.
And people suck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, people definitely suck.
But yeah, I think that was everything I had on my mind for these past couple of weeks.
That's it's good timing because I don't really have anything, but I do have topics to go over, and we're running about 40 minutes right now, so we got about 6 questions to get through. I don't know if we'll finish them in under 20 minutes, but we'll see. We'll run it through and see what happens. So
we'll see. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right. So I kind of wanted to follow suit of our Would You Rather episode because I feel like we had a lot of good questions and a lot of good things. And so I started thinking, I was like, what's something good that like we could also talk about? Maybe deepen the lore between us a little bit. I mean, this is the Lizard Lounge lore. So some questions that could deepen the lore, but also, ask the questions to y'all out there so you guys can kind of join in with us. So let us know.
You guys, as the viewers, let us know.
Let us know what your answers are on some of these questions. But yeah. All right. So we're going to do it back and forth. I'm going to start. I got some basic bitch questions, and then I gave Tech some dark and thought-driven questions. So we'll go with those, and we'll start with me, and then we'll go to him. And it's just going to be 6 questions total. So I will start it off. Let's see.
Lay it on me.
What is the silliest fear you've ever had, even if it seems irrational now? If you don't have an answer right away, I think I do. If you want to pass it on to me, it's totally up to
Go
you.
ahead, Gino. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't think it's irrational now. I'm still terrified of clowns, and I don't think it's I guess it's kind of a silly fear because everybody's like, ha, clowns. But I'm like, yo, clowns are fucking terrifying, dude. Like, I don't think it's irrational now.
What caused your fear of clowns?
What caused it? Okay, so
or like what spiked your fear of
I'm
clowns?
pretty sure that the reason I'm scared of clowns is because my grandmother, I used to live with her, and I used to stay with, like, I'd go visit her like all the time, and she lived in New Mexico, and we would just literally, there was nowhere. I mean, I'd hang out at her house, you know what I mean? Just do shit, play video games, watch movies, TV. So I'd watch a lot of TV and movies with her. Well, she decided that, like, hey, we're going to watch the movie It. And I was like, okay, cool. She's like, yeah, it'll be fun. It's clowns and all that. Dude,
yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about the OG It from back in the day. Like, that shit was terrifying. Like, the fact that, spoiler alert, if nobody's ever watched it, it turns into the clown, it turns into, like, a giant spider at the end and shit like that. But I think just the clown costume itself was terrifying as fuck, and just being chased by the clown, like, that was just kind of terrifying to me. And then, like, when his teeth came, dude, like, oh, bro, I think that's what sparked my fear of clowns, like, and that's always been something that's just been with me, like. And I never tell people about it because why would you tell people your fear? Because then they use it against you. So when my family found out about it, they're like, what the fuck? The reason they found out about it is because we were at a Renaissance festival. Some motherfucker was dressed as a clown, and he was like, I was like, oh, hell no. And they're like, what's going on? What are you being all weird for? I was like, I don't like clowns. Like, well, you don't like clowns? Since when you don't? I was like, dude, I've never liked clowns. I'm never openly telling anybody that, so that way they don't use it against me. And then this motherfucker, once he caught wind that I was scared of clowns, like, he was just following me everywhere over the Renaissance. It felt like he was following me all over the Renaissance Festival, bro. And every time I see him, this like, motherfucker just have this creepy fucking, like, smile. And just like, oh, dude, hell no. Like, it was the worst.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I think my answer to that question would be clowns. Like, people might say it's silly, so hell no. Have a good Halloween, because I'm not gonna see you.
You will.
What about no, please God, no.
Please God, no. Silliest fear? Oh man, I kind of been thinking about it, and
I guess just fears in general. What? Because you might think it's not silly, but then like I'm like, ha, that's funny. You know what I mean?
I think I'm gonna have to double down and being in the water with knowing there's a fucking crocodile in it, dude. So,
All right, that's pretty
and I
scary.
don't think that's irrational now, but
I don't think it's
Jesus,
irrational. I mean,
I'm
shit,
still
dude.
thinking about. I'm still terrified of that shit.
Dude, getting pulled underwater, bro, like just by something and getting dragged down, that's terrifying in general.
Oh,
Like,
you know what's even worse? I'm probably fueling my own nightmares, but I've seen videos of people like inside a crocodile's mouth and shit. And then,
what
oh,
the
no, dude,
hell?
that did
I
not
mean, I've
help me.
seen them, but I didn't go searching for them. That's just not fun, dude.
Bro, I
Like,
seen one in Mexico. There's this popular area where like it's filled with crocodiles, and like I guess this lady, like a poor lady or whatever, she would like bathe or like wash her clothes in the river or whatever. And one day people were like sightseeing the crocodiles, and this motherfucker just came up from the deep, and he had her in the fucking in his jaws and shit. And it was almost
holy
like taunting the
shit,
people,
bro.
bro. Yeah.
Like, hey,
The other thing
don't
too,
come this way,
yeah,
motherfuckers. Like,
these things are smart, man. They're not stupid. They know what they're doing, and they know how to hunt humans, and it's crazy, bro. And yeah, I seen that shit, and I was like, oh, that's a gnarly video, but I'd say right, it didn't sit right with me. So big fear right there. This is coming from a dark thought driven place. Nah. Oh shit! What is your greatest fear and how do you cope with it?
it is kind of coming from a dark or thought-driven place.
Um, greatest fear. I guess that would be my silliest fear because I would never get in the water with a crocodile. My greatest fear, uh, losing loved ones too soon. You know, unexpectedly. How do I cope with it? I don't know.
He's like, I don't think about it. Thanks for asking the question.
Pray to the powers that be. I guess I don't know.
Okay, okay.
Call them every day. Let them know.
And just
See how they're
enjoy the
doing.
time in general. Enjoy as much
Yeah.
time as you
Make
can.
sure they're okay. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Gino, what do you think? What's your greatest fear?
Being alone at the end of my
Being
life. I
alone.
mean, just yeah, being alone, like in general. I think whether that be relationship wise or just friendship wise, like I've come to really genuinely cherish our relationship and the fact that I can, anytime I'm dealing with some shit, I could just call you and not have to be like, oh, is he gonna be tired that I'm calling him or be sick tired of me calling him? Like, nah, like I never get that feeling with you, and it's like I take that. Maybe don't take it for granted, but it's like I'm really appreciative of that, and it's like I'm scared to like just lose that kind of stuff in general. Like being cooped up with your own head for a while can really fuck with you a lot, and I feel like
Yeah.
having somebody to at least talk with, or at least you know keep you away from some of those thoughts is a huge help. So I think
Yeah.
being alone is probably which now that I think about it is kind of ironic because like I really want to be immortal. like I would
I know,
love,
dude.
I would love
Who's
to
gonna
be
leave you in the end,
immortal.
bro?
Yeah. So wow. I think I just
You're
like
gonna be immortal with
nothing,
fear.
bro. Yeah, with just with my biggest fear in general. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's probably my biggest fear is just like being alone, especially towards the end of my life, and just being like, "Fuck, why am I here by myself? Did I not do things right? Like, what the fuck is going on?"
No, I hear that,
I think I'll
man,
leave it
and
at
that's a
that.
scary
Yeah.
thought to go through.
I mean, I don't like being alone
Cause,
now, so
Cause we've got a lot of life to live, man.
yeah.
I talk to older gentlemen, and I ask them, and like, not ask them, but like we get into conversation about like, how their life is gone and things like that, and there's just so much to go through still, and I'm like, gosh, it's still so young.
Eh,
And thinking about where you're gonna be at in the end, and not knowing if somebody's gonna be there next to your side, that's tough, man. It's not an easy thing to process or just even not think about. You know what I mean?
I'm. Yeah. I just sorry, I wanted to add like it's the alone part for sure, but I guess the part of that alone part is like I have so much to give, but it's like knowing that I was never able to give as much as I wanted, whether that be to just people in my life or just like, a loved one in general at the end of my life. Like, that's probably the biggest thing. It's like, because I feel like I like giving people things, whether that be just happiness, friendships, all kinds of shit. Gifts. I love giving people shit just because I like to see when people are happy. That makes me happy. So
Yeah.
being alone at the end of my life, or just being alone to a long extent and not ever having that, like where you can give to somebody and see that joy and happiness, that's what really kind of like tears me up inside, I guess, a little bit. That's my greatest fear. There you go. So
No, yeah. I hear that, brother.
yeah. All right. Well, that's dark and driven. Let's get back to a basic one.
All right. Getting back to some basic questions.
Whoa. All right, I got the next one for us. What is the most ridiculous purchase you have ever made on impulse? Oh, this is a good one. What is the most ridiculous? Yeah, what is the most ridiculous purchase you've ever made on impulse?
And I'm trying to think of the last thing I bought off of impulse.
You know what? I think I got one.
Okay.
I don't want to say it's ridiculous, but I think it was a huge impulse, but probably one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. That was buying the tickets for a group therapy above and beyond, like the group therapy weekender. We did that on impulse. I remember talking to you about it, and then I think we were in the parking lot of the fucking tea place that I usually would go to, and then we were like, just fucking buy it. And I was like, for real? Like right now, they just buy it? And you're like, yeah, let's do it. And we fucking bought the tickets, and that's what set us up for our trip to Seattle. Like, if we never would have impulse bought those tickets like we did, we would have never went to Seattle in my mind. I don't think we would have ever done it.
Well, we had kind of talked about it before.
Yeah,
though, right?
but like, I think it was to the point where we were like, yo, we can make this purchase. Should we do it? And then we were like, yo, fuck it, let's do it. Because I don't think we never planned to buy them that day. It wasn't a planned thing to buy.
Did, though.
We did?
Yeah, because I remember we were like waiting for the tickets to go on sale, and then we were like,
oh, that's right. You're right. So that was not an impulse.
No, we planned the trip, bro. We didn't. That was not an impulse buy. We planned the trip.
Well, I just felt like impulse buying the tickets was but no, you're right. We waited. We waited. Yeah, because that's why we went to lunch and just to go buy those tickets. Yeah.
We want to go. I think we want to go get your tea, and then we like go sat in the parking lot and just waited for the tickets to go on sale.
I don't know why in my mind it was like never completely decided that we were gonna actually do it or not. And then like once we started waiting in the line, we are like, yo, fuck it, we're doing it. Like,
no, yeah, because I think you had told me about it, and I think like I was like, yeah, I'm down. And then yeah, we were waiting for the tickets to go on sale, and then we bought them that day. Yeah, okay. We were ready, dude. We were ready to buy the tickets.
Okay. Well, then my next answer is just random Uber Eats orders that I buy all the time on impulse.
This guy.
That I should not be buying. It's the worst purchases I've ever made. I'm trying to think of
like something I used that was like maybe spontaneously, but still came in handy or clutch.
Honestly, for you, I thought it was I think of your PC because I feel like when you talked about it, you were like, I have all the parts. I was like, what? Like, I remember we built, like, used PC part picker to build everything, but then, like...
I said I was going to, like, kind of go slow on it, right?
And then you were like, I got everything. I was like, wait, what? Well, you got everything already? And I was so excited, dude. Like, I was like, yes,
no, dude. You know what? Yeah, the PC was a big spontaneous buy because I told myself I was going to buy parts little by little and then build it. And then I think within 2 weekends I had everything already.
No, I think like it was like one big price. You were like, I got everything already.
I think it was between two paychecks. Like it wasn't week to week. I think it was between 2 paychecks.
You sure about that?
Because I think so. Because I think I got my tower, and then I had to wait for some other pieces that were coming in that weren't from Amazon. So I had to wait longer for those.
But I had thought you bought them all in one go. But like, yeah, you were just waiting on some.
No, I think they came in like little by little, like after each other. But I'm telling you, it wasn't like too far apart from each other.
Damn, if I had my T-Mobile like service still, I think I'd probably be able to go check the messages to see like
Yeah.
if you sent me like, hey, I got all the parts. Like that shit was crazy. I just remember you telling me, and I was like, God damn, bro, already? I was like, fuck yeah, let's do this shit. Like, and we were playing Apex
like, oh,
that
shit.
weekend, dog.
That's true. That's true. Oh, but I think okay, it's starting to jump out to me. I think the latest impulse buy I had was my phone.
Oh, your latest one? Okay.
Yeah, my car got towed, and I was like, man,
fuck this.
I'm getting a new phone. And so I bought a new phone, and I was not planning on that. So I think my latest impulse buy was, but it's not my most ridiculous. I can't even think of my most ridiculous. Is that Carla?
Oh no, I'm just looking around because I'm trying to think of like a impulse buy. Like I figured if it was a huge impulse buy, I'd like show it off. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, or like a ridiculous impulse buy. I can't think of the less ridiculous impulse buy I had.
Are we that broke, dude?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No?
No.
My last impulse buy was my dog.
Oh, Rosie.
$20.
I guess my camera maybe. My like.
Oh.
Because I kind of just was like, I think I was on Amazon looking for cameras, and then that's when I found this one, and I was like, oh fuck, fuck it, dude, I'm gonna buy it. Like,
I gotta get it. Yeah.
Yeah, just bought it.
Hell yeah. Camera. Yeah.
My next
Moving
impulse buy is gonna be plane tickets to Japan. Yeah, let's move on.
Oh, plane tickets to Japan.
We'll figure out the rest later.
We'll figure out the rest. Hasta mañana. Right. So number 2 on Dark Thought Driven. What do you think is the purpose or meaning of life from your perspective? Ooh, the heavy hitters. You go ahead, Gino.
There is none. There is no meaning. There is no purpose. Just you live your life and that's it. As soon as you die, you enjoy. That's why you enjoy the little time you got. That's why I want to figure out immortality, because this is all we got, dude. This is literally all we got, and I don't want it to be over. I've not done enough in this life. I don't think I'll ever do enough in this life, and I don't think I'll ever be satisfied with what I'm at in life by the time I die. So I don't think, in my personal opinion, I don't think there's a meaning. I don't think there's any kind of purpose. I think you're just born into this thing we called life, and you are shuffled amongst all the other billions of human beings that are put on this planet, and then you live and serve. There's not really a purpose. You just live, and you live your life however you decide to live your life, or whatever's been dictated to you. But even then, you still have your own choice. And if you're not doing that, then go and live your own life, because this is your fucking life, and you only got one. You only got one chance. You only got one time, and you only got one life. Do with it what you want to do, and not with what anybody else wants you to do.
Right.
As long as it's for the good of people and humanity. Don't go fucking around and fucking up people for no reason. Don't be an asshole, okay? So do good things in life. Be a good person. Enjoy it. You've been given something that, crazily, that we very rarely think about is like the amount of people like who don't get to live a life. You know what I mean? Like, if you actually think about just the things in general, like, you know, the chances of us getting the life that we got, like, it's wild. You know what I mean? I could have not been my brother's brother. It could have been somebody else completely different. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's kind of a crazy concept to think about, but that's also why I don't think there's no purpose. There's no meaning. You make the meaning and you make the purpose what you want it to be. It's your fucking life, dude.
Gotcha. So, kind of like a blank slate. You just get to write your own path.
You're starting an RPG. You get to create your own character. You get to create your own personality. You get to go and live your RPG life. Except it's not a game. There is fall damage.
There is fall damage.
There is a lot of fall damage.
There's very much fall damage.
It's old age damage too.
Shit.
Your knees start like showing red as soon as you hit 30.
That's probably the most realist, like scenario.
That's like my
for
legit
the purpose and meaning of life.
Yeah, that's my legit belief.
We're born and we die,
Yeah.
And that's it. Do I think there's anything more than that, or do I? Because I'm kind of like on the same thought process, but I also think there's some kind of purpose for you being born, almost in the sense that like we have to live our life in order maybe for somebody else to fulfill theirs. So there's just purpose without us even knowing, But in the end, yeah, I mean, you're born, you live your life, and you die. I kind of believe in reincarnation. I kind of don't. Because I believe in the idea that we're like all living the same life and we're just living in different times and experiences.
Damn, if we're all living the same life, do you think like reincarnation is like your consciousness coming through in a different person and realizing like, holy shit, bro, yo, we're the same person, dog. Like,
yeah, I think on some level, yeah.
And your consciousness is just kind of like keying into like, holy fuck, bro, like we're all the same.
That's why I think like, like we can pick up on people's like moods, emotions, kind of when you're like you get close to somebody, you kind of get their vibe, their mood, that kind of thing. I think because like in some way, some form or shape or fashion, like we are like connected. And yeah. Overall, I think the purpose or the meaning of life is just to love to the fullest, I guess, if you can. I don't know.
It's whatever you make it, man.
Because like I also think of life like outside of like humans, right? And like you got life like in wildlife and like that kind of thing.
Plant life, like just
plant life, and like what does that mean for like the purpose of that, right?
Just
and that's what I'm saying. Like their purpose is here to make the world work the way it does, and I feel like that's also our purpose.
Be the ecosystem.
Like as much as we like hurt the earth, we also have like a way of like doing our part in keeping its structure. I don't even know if that's true,
but do we though?
I still think on some level like we're
not parasites.
Plague,
what if we're a virus or parasites in this planet? Not even realize it.
Yeah, well maybe that's our purpose.
We keep this motherfucker in check.
Either we deny it or we hone in on it. But
Earth, listen up.
Yeah, but yeah, moving on.
Okay. All right, I think I'm last one for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, this is a really good one. If you could create a holiday, what would it be called and how would we celebrate it?
Yes.
Ooh.
There may already be a holiday, but Godzilla Day. 100%. Godzilla Day? I honestly need to look that up.
He said, I need to find out if there's a holiday.
I need to put that in my calendar. Godzilla Day. Today may be Halloween, but there's another big holiday this week. Godzilla Day.
So it's on Halloween?
The anniversary. Hold on. Which marks the anniversary of Godzilla's release on November 3rd, 1954. I guess the release of Godzilla, November 3rd, is considered Godzilla Day.
Daylight savings time? Fuck. Okay. Godzilla Day. In my calendar. For the rest of my life. Hopefully eternity.
Other silly holiday, I would say... Oh, that rhymes. Holiday, I would say...
I don't know what I'd call it, but like the basic name for it would just be video game day. Like you would have everybody gets a day off. Go and escape from reality for the day. Go play whatever video game you want. Start from the day before up until...
You are on to something, my man. Let's go.
Yeah.
I love that holiday.
Video game day. Like one day out of the year, it's a national holiday. We all take off. And if you don't want to spend it playing video games, you can play board games. It doesn't have to be video games. It could be board games, video games. It could be just games that you play with a group of friends. Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like,
What would you call the holiday?
that's what I'm saying. Game day. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a good name for it. I gotta workshop it. Okay.
All right.
Give me ideas.
Workshop it.
Let me know. What are your ideas for it?
Yeah, give us ideas in comments below.
I want to know. Because I feel like
That's
that would
a pretty
actually
good holiday.
Yeah.
I think that'd be sick. We got a day off just to play video games all day.
I mean-
and that shit started at midnight the night before, and everybody's just on that shit, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be tight.
That's my idea.
Yeah, that's great. That's a good one. I like that one.
What you got? You're like Godzilla, then, motherfucker. You have to watch every Godzilla movie. Hey, I think it should be a requirement.
Nationwide.
I got another one.
All right, let's hear it. That one's gonna be mine.
421, you gotta keep the smoking going. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, jail, that's already a holiday. No, you know what's the next holiday? 422.
There you go. Keep it going. You gotta keep it going. I don't care how your lungs are doing. You just gotta keep it going. All right, sir. Last question.
Oh, last question? Is
Yes,
that
sir.
on my side?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Do you believe in the concept of fate or destiny, or do you think life is purely a result of chance and circumstance? It's kind of doesn't contradict the last one, but almost has the same essence.
Kind of, yeah. But it's like shit that just happens, and like, you know, kind of like what we were talking about earlier today, like the Titanic, like the fact that all those motherfuckers were on the ship, and they were the ones that were going for like the betterment of how the banking system should work. So, is that just fate or destiny, or is that, you know?
No, I think life is purely a result of chance and circumstances. I mean, maybe fate or destiny fits the description of when coincidence happened, but I don't know. I think shit just happens.
I'm right there with you, dude. I think it's chance and circumstance. Shit's gonna happen when certain circumstances arise, and I think the chances of certain things happening are high. You never know. It's like that's why
I think fate or destiny is like a good motivator. Like, it's my destiny or it's my fate. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's a good way to, like, you know.
Yeah, but if
fuel your motivation or something.
True, but if you're like sitting there from birth, like, I don't have to do anything, I'm fated for a great debt, you know, I'm fated for something better, then it's like you're never gonna get anywhere, because like you think that fate or destiny is gonna come in and like take you to where you want to be, but it's like, nah, you gotta actually do the work. Like, you gotta be the one putting yourself in these certain chances, in these different circumstances to get to this point. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Damn, it's crazy if like you came out the womb and you already knew what your destiny was. It's like, don't even slap my ass.
Dude, oh my god,
I got things to do.
Don't even slap me. Don't even.
You slide out, cutting your own umbilical cord, you know. Snatch the scissors right out the hand. No, but I think it's just straight up chance and circumstance. Like, I think people do build their, you know, their chances and circumstances more than others. And I guess you could, like, easily misconstrue that as fate or destiny.
But it's like, they're the ones putting themselves.
To say that fate and destiny is real, like, then we don't have any will. Like, there's no free will.
Yeah, like, if things were just destined, then it doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter what we do. My life will end up being the same no matter what. And it's like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
right.
like it's a placebo type of like vocabulary. Like, you know, somebody achieves something and you can easily say they were destined for this moment. And I was like, well, yeah, but
it's busted his ass to get there.
Of chance and circumstance, you know, like, if, you know, thing A didn't do thing B, like, we wouldn't have product, you know, C, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of thing.
But then they can always just throw it back at you. Well, that's because it was destiny.
And it was their destiny to fulfill his destiny. When does it fucking stop, man?
It just never stops.
Well, it's my destiny to shut that power of yours.
Oh. That about wraps it up for all of our questions for today. I don't have anything else to add. Tech, if there's anything you want to add before we wrap it up.
No, I just did want to do a last minute review. I did cut my hair, so there's that.
You son of a bitch.
Hair's gone.
It's all
Got
gone.
caught Gino's reaction. We're about to play right now. Yoo-hoo! Hi, Carla.
Oh my god! Who's this? Who is this?
Who is this?
Yo, what up?
What's up? What you think? What you think?
You got no hair.
I got no hair.
Dang.
It's gone.
You just said fuck it. I'm cutting it.
It's in my car. I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna donate it. And we're back.
He didn't let me cut it. I wanted to cut
I
it.
had to go get it professionally cut.
He
Got
said
a little
professional.
fade. Got
I'm
the
not
fade.
professional. I'm gonna cut my shit. Come back next week, and y'all gonna
Still
see.
got the split.
I can do it.
Yeah, I can see that. Bald and
See, if I would have cut that, I wouldn't have left that split. Just saying.
It's there. You know, you couldn't do anything about it.
Just kidding. Nah, they actually did a really good job, bro.
Hard to cut my hair.
It looks really good. It looks good. It's like
She's gonna slide me up. She go. Carla with the little, you know.
Oh shit! All right. Well,
But yeah,
there you
new
go.
era.
New era. All right, we done. We out. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Obviously, let us know what your answers would be to some of these questions in the comments down below, and we'll catch you in next week's episode. Laters.
See you guys. Peace.